Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the FearFans podcast. I'm your host, Don Elmy, and with me here is my co-host, Nick Piolet. And finally, we're finally in the month of April, and spring is coming soon. And also, today we decided to cover a cult classic, another cult classic of the '80s, and this time it is April Fool's Day. And Nick, we just had a screening for this film on April Fool's Day.
That's correct.
Yeah. Here, I just got to adjust a setting. I don't know why this thing doesn't.
What needs to
Hang
be
on.
adjusted?
The Facebook, the Facebook post. Yeah, it's stuck to private again.
I don't know what
Okay.
that's all about. It's been acting kind of strange.
Yep.
I don't know why it's private though.
I don't know. Hey, Jeremy, thank you for tuning in.
What's up, Jeremy?
And yep, and Tom here. What?
Pickle
Hey,
Tom. Pickle Tom's in the house.
Pickle Tom. Yes. Hey, hey Nick. Yeah, let's see if we can get Tom, if you want, you can join us on here. I'd love to have you on if you love this movie.
Where's Jill? Have you heard from Jill yet?
She got confirmation, like she's gonna be on here, but I sent her the link. But I don't know, she's not on just yet.
Usually comes in a few minutes later.
Yeah, that's true.
She'll probably be on soon.
Oh yeah, for sure. And yeah, like I said, we just screened this movie on April Fool's Day, so perfect timing. Nick,
sorry, I'm still setting up. That's why I got the camera off. But I'll be on in just a minute.
Okay. So. Hey, Mr. Nice Guy, how's it going?
What's up, Sarah?
Hey, Sarah. Yeah. Yes, you can, Tom. Yeah. Here, let me see if I can.
I'll send the link.
Nick, oh, you send him the link?
Yeah, I could send him it.
Okay, awesome. Nick's been training Jill on timing her entrance.
It's not a bad idea. Oh, and by the way, there's another reason why I'm off camera. Okay, now I'm pretty much set up. Here's another reason why I had to turn off the camera for a little bit. Check this out, Don.
Let's see.
Oh wait, hang on, hang on. Oh. Let me turn off the green screen.
Okay,
let's try that again. All right.
Oh my God, he's become the Playboy icon.
Well, I wasn't expecting that, but close enough. I got an upgrade with my outfit with the ears. No, unfortunately, we didn't pull any pranks that day, sadly. I wish we did. Oh. Oh, speaking of which, Jill.
Hey, Jill.
Hi.
Hey. Thank you.
Just
yeah,
in the nick of time.
Glad to have you on here. Nick is trying out his Playboy bunny outfit.
Shut up.
Let me see your ears.
Here, hold on. This will be easy so everyone can see it better.
Serial killer Easter basement.
Serial killer Easter basement.
Yes.
Yeah, I just got this
Playboy Network.
Playboy Network. Wow.
And to answer your question, Sarah, do you pull any pranks?
That one. Yeah, I answered that one already.
I know. I didn't though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I actually did pull a prank yesterday on another telemarketer who decided to call me. Bad mistake. You know what I did? Okay.
What did you do, Don?
Here's what I did. I answered the phone and I said, 911, this call is being recorded. What is your emergency? And they're like, I'm sorry, what's going on? And I'm like, sir, this is 911. Can you please tell me your emergency? And they're like, no, sorry, I'm not calling 911. I'm trying to get a hold of a Mr. Elmy. And I'm like, okay, sir, I'm going to tell you right now, this number is not being to be used to be called a Mr. Elmy or whatever. This is for serious emergencies. Okay, prank calling 911 is a felony. And you're like, no, you don't understand. I'm just trying to, I'm like, no, you don't understand. I'm almost finished with tracing this call. So if you don't hang up right now, then you leave me no choice but to send officers to your location. And he hung up.
Who was that?
You did
that? Some telemarketer. I knew because sometimes my phone, it lists telemarketer, the word there. So under the number.
So wait, you said all that stuff?
I said all that stuff. Yes.
Wow.
So he never knew.
No. Yep. And yeah.
Don, you should know about this. I think you just confessed something that maybe you shouldn't have said. That's why I always say, if there were ever any shocking secrets on any show, yeah, I'll not participate ever telling that.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a statute of limitations for some of the dumb crap I've done when I was younger. I know too many cops now.
As long as it's not on video.
Is that a confession? Damn, now I made a confession.
Oh, look what you just did, man.
No, don't look at me. That's you.
You should have recorded it, and then you could have had like a kind of like your video reaction. Yeah. I don't know.
I thought about doing that. Oh man.
Prank and just market pranks. April Fool's Day.
Yeah, what this guy was doing, it was illegal as well. Like you know what? Because asking for Social Security and pretending to be like IRS is also an even worse offense. Because that's what these that's what these telemarketers tend to do with me. It's not the first time I've dealt with someone like that.
Really?
Yeah, asking for that information is an even worse offense.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing a news report. They were saying like, don't give your personal data, like your social or your passwords over the phone, because a lot of it is, like you said, it's I don't know what the right word for it is. It's not a prank, but it's like they're trying to get your information.
Exactly, they're trying to scam you. That's what I felt like that's what this guy was trying to do. So he tried to play a trick on me, so I decided to trick him instead.
You got him.
Sarah's saying that I guess Jill, you're taking over the show from now on.
Hey, okay, this is a new viewer. Super Central 2000. How's it going? Thank you for joining us.
Hi.
Yeah. And by the way, later on in the show, like I've done with some of the other holidays, I want to take you guys on a virtual tour of my basement. It's all completed down here.
All right, nice. Oh, Nick, did you send Tom the link yet?
Yeah, I did. He said he'll be there in a few minutes. He'll be here in a few minutes.
Okay, great. Because
Tom's coming on.
Yeah, he says that he was watching, and we offered. Oh, and speaking of which, here he is, Pickle
Tom.
How you doing?
We're all doing great. Yeah,
I'm just coming off doing a live feed on my channel. Like I just ended it like about a half hour ago, not even.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, something involving This Is Tom's World or something else?
Here's my channel, just in case you were wondering.
Yeah.
Oh, there it
is. There you go. Nice.
Here, we'll make
now we can put those little subtitles. Oh, right here.
So everybody can see it better.
This is Tom's World.
Go and subscribe. Watch all my videos for hours and hours, and let the ads play because I'm monetized now. So.
And remember, no apostrophe in his YouTube link.
Right? No punctuation, no spaces, no nothing.
All right, nice. These bunny ears on Dick.
Yeah, actually, the last time I watched the movie was probably in the last 6 months or so. Like I looked it up because like something came up that reminded me of it. I said, you know what? It's been years since I've seen that movie, and I went and watched it again. So it's been a little while, but I still know the movie pretty well. I mean. That the one chick, what would I say? Amy Steele. Like I remember her from that movie with Howie Mandel, Walk Like a Man. Like that always stuck out in my head because that was one of my favorite Howie movies.
Oh yeah,
like that's funny as hell. I mean, she's teaching him to talk, and she's like putting his hand on her mouth, going "Hey, hey," and he's like, "Hey."
Nice. Well, don't forget, she was also in Friday the 13th Part 2.
Yes, she was.
Oh yeah,
yes, she was. She
right.
was actually in quite a few movies throughout the 80s, but you haven't really seen her since. Like, I don't think.
I know she's still.
I didn't look her up, but.
Well, I know she still goes to like horror film cons because, believe it or not, I actually had the honor of meeting her a number of years ago at a Flashback Weekend convention.
Wow.
I think that was almost about 10 years ago. So now I don't know if she's doing them now, but I know she was for a couple of years. Even if she wasn't doing movies, she was still going to conventions.
You know, someday there's going to be like an old YouTubers convention, and I'll be there. I'll just be in the corner, nobody's paying attention to me. And...
Needs to make one of those big banners that says "This is Tom's World."
I should put it back here. You know? I mean, I could do a green screen thing here because that wall is kind of green. Well, it's blue here, but on the camera it's green, so it would work. But
So April Fool's Day. This was released in March 28th, 1986. So just in time for April Fool's Day.
Yep.
And it focuses on 9 college kids who go to a remote island with a mansion on it that's owned by a friend, and they get killed off. Supposedly killed off one by one by an unseen killer. But there's a twist to it. Not everything is as it seems.
No, Buffy and Muffy.
Buffy and Muffy.
There was so many pranks, like I couldn't keep up with. Like it's like every other scene, there was a prank somewhere.
Well, but you didn't know it was a prank. You know what I mean?
Especially that first scene, like with the guy got his face like rammed over on the bus. It's like he lost part of his eyeball. It's like, whoa.
That was crazy.
That was insane.
I was thinking like the water faucet thing, because see, this is a thing. Like a while ago when I was married, then we used to prank each other all the time. So it was like, you're walking into something and something happens, and it would be something like that, like the water faucet shooting water at you, and you're like, okay, now I got to come up with something to come back.
Nice. And so like, what's the best prank that all of you have done?
Done to someone or done to you? Or
to someone. Anyone.
So let's talk about all the things I've done to him.
There's just too many.
I haven't really done any major pranks or anything like that. I should have, but I didn't. I had many opportunities, especially with Dom.
I'm not surprised.
I'll have to think about it and get back to you.
Which
one's the best one?
I don't know if I've really ever done. I mean, honestly, the closest thing I could think of, it's just what I would call one of the old-fashioned jokes. It was, I actually just did this the other day with an employee at work, and he at one point tried telling me, the old joke was, he was trying to tell me my shoes were untied, which I'm like, I don't have shoelaces on my work shoes. So I knew how to dodge that one. And I was like, well, I don't know about you, but I think your shoelaces are tied as well. And he looks down on it. It's like he actually fell for it.
The better one is just say your zipper's down.
I could have.
XYZ.
Unfortunately, he was not wearing jeans, so I didn't even think about that. But I will say this, though, is that when he looked down, I laughed because he actually fell for it. But I even said to him, I said your shoes were untied. You should know not to listen to me.
You should say XYZ. Check your zipper.
They did do that. They did do that in this movie. Like that one guy, Chaz, he actually did that.
The same guy who was also in the movie Leprechaun.
Oh no, that's a different character. There was this actor. No, there's this character named Chaz, but that's a different actor. You're thinking about Ken Olant, who played Rob in this. Yeah,
I guess.
Yes, he did, and he played Nathan in Leprechaun, a movie that we have covered on our St. Patrick's Day special.
I'm the Leprechaun.
I like Leprechaun.
Jill needs to start Chocolate Bunny Massacre. What?
I actually have a guy at work who his thing is to tell everybody that their zipper is down. Like since I started working there, every time. I mean, in the beginning, of course, I was like, "What?" Because I didn't know he was just joking around. But like as time went on, of course, I've been working there for this is my 3rd season now. So I mean, of course, I don't fall for it. But the one day that my zipper actually was down, he didn't say it all damn day. And I realized that at the end of the day, I was like, oh my God, I've been walking around the park with my zipper down. He missed his opportunity.
Oh, man.
I can't believe he didn't tell you.
Well, I think it was funnier that he didn't.
Oh.
Tom, you need to come up with some pranks involving pickles.
I could do that.
Nick, show him the mug.
Oh, okay. It's upstairs. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You got a mug?
I just got it was Nick's birthday recently, and I got him 2 gifts. So one of them was a Steam gift card, so he could play the new Last of Us on there. Last of Us Part 1. They released it on PC. So
right,
yeah, he loves the show, so now he can play the game on me. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, but I also got him something else. He'll see.
It's Pickle Rick.
Rick and Morty mug.
Hey Morty, look at me. I'm Pickle Rick.
Oh my God.
Pickle Rick.
That's perfect. Oh my God.
You're gonna have to get the pickle costume and like use that voice.
There you go. There's pickle flavored ice cream. What?
Yes, there is.
There is.
There is. There's pickle flavored everything. I mean, there's
Yeah.
pickle flavored vodka.
That might work. I heard like like I said before, like the pickle juice, there's a bartender shot where you drink your whatever regular gross shot and you down your pickle shot, which is just pickle juice, and it completely takes away the bad taste of the liquor.
Yeah, it tastes like something else. I just saw a video of somebody doing that. Like they took down like a really horrible shot, and then they did a shot of pickle juice, and they said it tasted like something. I can't remember what the heck it was.
I just think you just taste the pickles, and so it's like, okay, well, I'm glad I didn't know that trick a long time ago.
But I will tell you that like regular dill pickles, like Clausen or Vlasic or whatever, like if you dip that in like vanilla ice cream, it's actually really good.
I say milkshakes. I dip everything in my milkshake and it comes out good. Like French fries.
Fries are great. Like at Wendy's, you get the fries and the Frosty. You dip them right in the Frosty. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never done that.
Oh, it's so good. It looks gross because you're like French fry into it and then eat the French fry right after. It tastes delicious.
You get the sweet and the salty.
I just don't know if I can do that. I just really don't know.
I'm telling you, if you do it, you're gonna be like, damn, why haven't I not been doing this all?
Where have you been all my life?
Yeah, it's a newfound discovery. Like once you do it, you're like, you're gonna do that from now on.
Juice ice cream doesn't sound good. Oh, hey Nick, you got the mug?
Yeah. So this is what, if hopefully Don didn't spoil it, but
I
always talk about pickle juice and stuff. Well, I got the perfect mug cup for this. I'm gonna put this on solo layout. There you go, Tom.
I said that. I said that.
Yes.
I'm Pickle Rick. Hey Morty, look, I'm Pickle Rick.
Damn it, these ears keep falling off because I got so much hair on my head.
Oh,
that is
my ears keep falling off. I don't know what to do. Oh, shut up! You're being a little.
That's such an awesome mug. I love it.
Yeah. So now I know in case if I ever drink pickle juice, I know what to use.
There you go.
Here with a shot of pickle juice.
Hey, Lauren's in the house. Good to see you, Lauren.
Hey, Lauren. Tom's gonna need a avatar, the new AI picture.
Yeah. Tom needs one of those, and she should make him into a pickle.
No, just
a pickle Tom.
Something with Tom's world.
She can make two of them.
Yeah.
Tom's Pickle World.
Your guys just looked awesome with the fires and like all the fire all around you. Like her pictures are awesome.
She's working on it.
Keeps sticking out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, Lauren, great picture you did of me on Facebook. I love it. That was awesome.
Awesome. I loved it. I think I love yours the best. Yours is so cool.
You didn't see mine
or
I like Don's, like with all the fire.
Hold on, I'm trying to. Did you already post it, Don, or
it's on my page? Yeah,
it's on his page.
Let's see.
Oh.
You gotta stalk Don's page, and then you can see it.
I'm already doing that.
All right, some video tried turning on my.
I saw it the first day.
Is it in tagged photos or your photos?
Yeah, it's just on my page, but
it's just on the page.
On your page.
Yeah. Oh, and Nick, you were talking about that character Ches. It was this guy.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The guy that
you. No. You know what? I gotta say this. When we were watching that movie,
yeah, I see it.
When we were watching this movie, we just kept saying how much that he actually looked like Don. I think, this must be what Don looked like back in 1986.
Yeah, this is me in a different life.
Yeah,
in a previous life. Oh wait,
spike hair.
That was the reincarnated version of him.
Wait,
yes. Spike your hair up.
He also kind of reminds me of the guy from.
There it is.
It's him.
Who wore it better?
You, because that's you.
He also kind of reminds me of the guy from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. The guy that died that was in the coffin came and said, "Hello, baby."
Yeah,
I remember that.
He kind of looks a lot like him.
He does look similar, but
no, let's just be honest here. The jig is up. It's you, 1986. You're the reincarnated version of him.
I'm Chaz reincarnated.
You're Chaz, so the jig is up. Everybody knows.
But I'd have to say, in 1986, he was probably a bit younger than that.
I mean, everybody on my YouTube, they always tell me I look like David Boreanaz, the actor who was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh yeah,
Angel, that's his name.
Oh,
Angel. Yes. Well,
Yeah.
what's the actor's name?
David Boreanaz.
Yes.
I don't look like
okay.
anybody. I look like me.
I found Don. I found your picture. Wow.
Yeah, I
That's
saw
your-
that.
Badass. And you just look like you seriously look like whatever his name was you just brought up.
Yeah, that's his doppelganger.
Yeah.
Yep. My 80s doppelganger.
Yeah. So that's the picture Lauren worked on.
Nice.
Well, maybe once my hair grows out a little more, I'll look more like an '80s character. It's getting there. I mean, come on, I got
Yeah.
some growing on.
You had such long flowing hair in that photo you showed us. Your old school photo from
Yeah.
Idaho's
Oh,
high
yeah.
school. and that.
Wow,
was
that did
amazing.
I show that? Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did, and I screenshotted it.
We
Ah!
saw those.
Oh, Mr. Nice Guy, you were saying that he voices Leon in Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is that game that's made by guys who made Final Fantasy. They also where it includes a whole lot of Disney characters. Yeah, I got to
That
do
was
a
back
live
on the
stream.
GameCube, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was GameCube, PlayStation. I think might have been Xbox.
Actually, it was PlayStation. I think it was actually more PlayStation, but
Yeah.
No, it was for GameCube. I remember it went on GameCube too.
maybe, yeah. And I plan on doing a live stream of that during the summer. Yeah, like right now I'm just playing Resident Evil games. Yeah, Tom, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I started doing live streams on my YouTube. Where
I've caught a couple of them. I've commented a couple times.
Oh, you know what? I think I do remember. I recall that now. Yes, you did comment. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, currently I'm playing Resident Evil 2 remake because I just completed Resident Evil 4 remake, and after that, I'm guessing I'll do Resident Evil 3 and then Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, because I really want to do that this summer.
There you go.
Yeah, it's just 21 years that game came out.
You know, I've always said that game's basically anime meets Disney. That's the way I always see it.
It really was like Final Fantasy meets Disney, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like the later Final Fantasies. Now I remember playing Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3 on the regular Nintendo and the Super Nintendo. But I'm dating myself by saying I even played Dragon Warrior 1, 2, and 3. That was an older game too. I think they were all NES.
Mortal Kombat in the arcade.
Love Mortal Kombat.
Oh my god! And
but on the Nintendo,
the
original Mortal Kombat, when you had to like test your might, you had to like hit both buttons like real quick. I learned a technique by just taking a lighter and just going back and forth between A and B, like.
Yeah, and Tom, I mentioned this in the previous podcast that Ed Boon, the creator of Mortal Kombat, what Nick?
Oh, everything just fell off on me.
Maybe that's a sign you shouldn't have that on.
No, I'm still gonna make it happen.
Okay. Well,
what is your last name? She's making your photo.
Mine?
Yeah.
Nally, Nally.
Okay, that's for Lauren to know.
Yeah, because she needs obviously she needs the name of the person.
I guess I should turn on the
she can make the
comments.
picture.
Yeah.
Oh, I think she said she needed to pull a photo for you so she can do it, generate it.
Just
so I'm not sure.
Tom Nally, Nally.
She's gonna look for your photos.
Awesome.
And yeah, you guys were talking about Mortal Kombat. Yeah, the creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon. I believe my dad went to high school with him.
Noob Saibot.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta say it's been quite a number of years since I've even played Mortal Kombat, and the time I did, and Don knows this story. I was at one of my friends' houses. They were having a big party, and they were playing Mortal Kombat. And this is going to sound crazy with what I'm about to say, but there was one person who brought his 2 kids with. Now, when I'm saying kids, I'm not talking about teenagers. I'm talking little kids. And I was playing Mortal Kombat, which actually I think was like the first time I think I ever played that game. And one of those kids somehow gained the permission of his dad. He ended up playing Mortal Kombat with me. And this was one of the more violent, gorier ones. And the next thing I knew, I mean, we were having fun, but this kid had been like half my age. He had to have been like only 8 or 9 years old. and he beat the hell out of me in Mortal Kombat and won. Like, what the hell?
Well, because he was probably spamming the same move over and over. Because back then in the early Mortal Kombats, you could spam one move and just beat the crap out of anybody.
Pretty much.
Well, that's what this kid did.
Oh, Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah, my favorite character, I think I'm debating. It's either Scorpion or Sub-Zero, one of the two. Both are great characters. But here. What was
From the original?
From the original or the new ones, either one. Yeah, they're both
the original. Great. I like Johnny Cage because he punched people in the balls.
that is true. They even showed that in the movie.
But I did like Scorpion in the first one. I played him more than Scorpion and Raiden.
Yeah, get over here.
Yeah, and then Raiden, suck you my butt.
Scorpion.
I don't remember which character it was. This was the one that I was playing, especially when I was playing with this kid. It was the guy who had like that razor blade hat or whatever. I don't know.
Kung Lao.
Oh, Kung Lao.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know any of these characters' names. I've never played it that much.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it was. Although I think I liked his move, like when he just grabs someone and he just beats them down. Like,
that was
beat them until
was he in two? No, I don't think he was in 2. I think he was in 3. Kung Lao. He might have been in 2.
I think it's the bicycle kick, Nick. I think you're talking about Liu Kang.
Oh, Liu Kang, yeah.
I don't know Mortal Kombat.
Liu Kang, when he did the bicycle kick, to me and my friends, it sounded like he said, shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I didn't. So, shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I didn't.
Yeah. So back to the movie. I like you.
Sorry, we got way off.
Yeah, we
really
did.
On this. Santiago, how you got more people to join? Yeah, it's always good. Awesome to have more people on.
Yeah, so back to the movie. Tom, you were mentioning earlier that Biff from Back to the Future was in this.
Right?
Yes.
Biff.
What's his name? Tom
Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson.
I liked him in there.
Yeah. So I know that his character is called Ark in this movie, but I'm just going to refer to him as Biff. It just seems right.
I just say that this is just no. Here, I said this to you, Don. This is just simply Biff. He's just trying to be nice for once.
Yeah, well, kind of. He was still a smart ass in the movie, though.
Yeah,
right?
he was.
And especially when they're on that ferry, all of them are going to the island, and then he and this other character named Skip were like playing a game where they're throwing a pocket knife into the floor and seeing who could pick it up without falling off. I'm guessing that's a thing.
Why don't you make like a tree and get out?
Back in the 80s,
remember that?
wasn't much
said.
That's right. Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here? It's
leave,
you idiot.
Make
you say it that way.
I don't get it.
Yeah. And also that character Chez, like I said, Nick, you kept comparing me to him, and because he had the white hair, and also films everything just like I do. I film always walking around, like, especially now, camera phone. Yeah,
1986 you.
Pretty much. So he's like my favorite character in this whole thing.
You know, I'm just gonna say this. I mean, the pranks, especially Biff got involved with, let's be honest, it was better than him always punching into manure.
Wait, the guy, no, he wasn't the cousin. I was gonna say, it wasn't the guy that was filming the cousin of her, but no, it was another guy that was her cousin. In that, right?
Skip. Yeah. The guy, I think his name was Skip. Yeah. But let's see. What was? Oh yeah, basically on the ferry, everybody's doing their own thing. Chaz is like chatting up with Nikki. Let's see, Biff and Skip are playing that knife game, and also one thing that kind of seemed weird to me is that Nan was like sunbathing. When I'm like, do you even have time to sunbathe? I mean, you're just going across a lake,
right?
Yeah, they're on a boat ride or a ferry ride, and she's sunbathing. I'm like, oh my gosh, so 80s.
Might as well had the oil on and everything.
I think so.
Got Crisco on and
dark tanning oil. Oh gosh. Tropicana.
And then we get to that point where the pranks really begin, like where Biff and Skip are like making it look like they're arguing about the knife game, and then Biff looks like he stabs Skip, goes into the water, but yeah, it was just a prank.
Yeah,
like a prank involving manure.
Oh Jesus!
I hate manure.
Oh man. Let's see. And then we get to that part where the boat hand, I believe, Buck, where he goes in the water after Skip. You know, they all got out of the water, but Buck decides to stay in to rope the boat against the dock. But the boat seems to collide with his face against the dock, causes a serious injury. Yeah, like then has to go to the hospital with the sheriff, saying they did it. You know, basically blaming the kids for it.
I've never done any acting before.
Yeah.
Or something like that at the end.
I kept calling him.
Yeah, but yeah, in the audience, they don't need to remember like not everything is as it seems in this. Yeah. And let's see.
It definitely was a roller coaster ride the first time I saw it when I was a kid.
Yeah, but the makeup effects in this are actually fairly decent for its time. Yeah, like to pull a prank like these, it really pays to be associated with people who can do makeup effects. Believe me, I know because one of I guess you guys what best pranks you pulled. Best prank I've pulled was actually when I did on Omegle. You know that website where you do talk to people through webcam around the world.
Yeah,
I had a buddy. There was a buddy of mine. What?
And you get to see certain things you don't see very often.
Yeah, well, we're not.
Well, that depends on who you are. Yeah.
But we're not going to get into that. So anyway, there's a buddy of mine who was working with makeup effects at the university. This is like 10 years ago, like actually 11 years ago, 2012, and so we did this effect where like made it look like my eyes were missing, like blood and everything. And I went on Omegle like that, and people were just like, "Whoa, what happened to your eyes?" And I'm like, "Oh, this is a little something that happens when you watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians."
And TV.
And then they started laughing, dying, and I'm just like, "It's not funny. I'm getting my lawyer for this." And then another person, I was just like, "Oh, hey, do me a favor. Can I borrow your eyes?" And they were just like, they were like, no. And I'm just like, "Oh, come on. I'll just borrow one eye. That way you and I both have one eye."
There's a guy who went on Omegle with like really good makeup effects. Pink Stylist, I think it was his name.
I know who you're talking about.
He was actually very, very good.
Oh, he's amazing.
I know he doesn't really do much anymore. I remember Daniel Tosh of Tosh.0. He actually went on there at one point. He did a segment of like getting people's attention. I don't know what it was, but he got people's attention for his show on Tosh.0.
Does he even still do that show?
No, he doesn't do it anymore. This was probably almost 10 years ago, if not even almost over 10 years ago.
Where the hell has he been?
I often wonder, but
I don't know.
He's had some crazy shows, though. That's for sure.
No, I did like him when he had the show. I did watch it from time to time.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like YouTube channels are not the same as things were back in 2012. Like you think about the biggest YouTubers that at the time. You know, you think of like let's see, Prank versus Prank. You think of Smosh, all those channels, and just not what it used to be. You know.
I know.
Well, you have to remember,
YouTubers are just like really cool people.
Like a YouTube channel, he showed YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the React videos are just lazy. Like when YouTubers have an entire channel devoted to just reacting to other YouTubers' channels. I mean, it's different. Like when Don does it, he doesn't do it all the time. You know what I mean? It's just here and there, that you've done it. But there's entire channels where they do nothing but react to other YouTube videos, and it's like, come on, you got to make your own stuff. I mean, you do gaming and stuff like that. That's different.
Yeah,
you mix it in.
Well, my approach with doing reaction videos, I like to just give my viewpoints. It's not just just watch and be like, "Oh, that was so funny." No. I try to just watch and share my thoughts, my criticism, since I've studied film for so long, especially when it comes to trailers.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love watching YouTube videos, especially the ones that say, if you laugh, then this or whatever. And I try not to laugh throughout it. And most times I can, because most of them are stupid. But, there's entire channels that are devoted to people just watching those type of videos and seeing if they laugh or they don't. And they get like thousands and thousands and thousands of views. It's like, really? You could just go watch the original video, which they link in their description.
Oh, yeah. I guess everybody on YouTube just has their own way of doing things. I guess.
I know.
Yeah.
I for one, like making all original content.
Yeah, this is Tom's world.
That's right. I explore.
Oh yeah. And the trouble with it is I have not been able to do react to music videos lately because they keep getting copywritten and whatnot.
Oh, of course.
I attempted one yesterday and it got blocked. So yeah.
I mean, they have lifted that a little bit in the last, what was it, like last few months? Like they did something where they lifted that a little bit, but yeah, you're still going to get hit with it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah.
April Fool's Day.
Yes. So yeah, they get to the mansion, like everything's like super exquisite. Even like Chaz is super excited about it, saying, "Burn my bags, I am home."
And you know what? I got to say, this is another version of you being reincarnated, because here's the funny thing. Don and I, at some point, as well as a couple friends of ours, because we actually own a second house that we're thinking about, like, obviously not for April Fool's Day, but we're actually thinking about doing a weekend getaway at some point during the summer. So yeah, Don's reliving like he did back in 1986. You're going to be the guy wearing the sunglasses, and you're doing all the filming.
Yep. I'll have my phone out and everything, doing all the filming. I'll just throw it around like this. Yeah, get a tripod and everything.
Be a Blair Witch style. Yeah.
Blair Witch.
I could do that. Yeah, like I got several other cameras. I got GoPros. I got ones that I can attach to my shoulder mount or wrst mount.
You just got to get one view of you like this, with like snot coming out.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, you know what? This other house we do have actually is actually near a wooded area. Don's seen it, and it's also, ironically enough, it is also close to a haunted road. So that's the perfect spot for us to disappear. That's what Don can make his video.
So if we want to mess with people's heads and think there's something going on, we're surrounded by woods. So
oh my god, woods. You two are like weekend at Birdie's.
Oh man, another 80s classic
movie.
Yeah, another 80s classic.
Yeah,
you seen it, John?
I love both the first and the second one. I mean, the second one was a little hokier, but like it was cool because they actually had him moving around because of that voodoo curse or whatever. And
yeah,
like anytime the music played, he was like,
Lauren, Jill, did you get Lauren's message about?
Yeah, I was trying to do the share screen because I'm trying to figure out how to do it. So
just click on.
I'm listening.
Just click on present, then window, and then just click on like the StreamYard Studio, and you'll be able to.
Oh, window. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You're doing good.
It'll be my first time to do a share. Okay. Does it show?
Hang on 1 second.
Or no?
Oh yeah. Click on the picture.
Is that me?
Yeah, it's you.
Look, it's in color because that original video, that photo is in black and white. That's cool.
Oh, nice.
Here, Jill, click on the picture so you can make it larger.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Oh, like that?
Nothing yet. We're just seeing the chat box so far.
Oh,
well,
okay. Now I see.
You're friends with me.
I don't know how to do it. I'm sorry. You guys
you
do
send
it.
it to me.
I got
it.
You're good, Jill.
I was trying to practice, but I don't know how to do it still.
Don't worry, I got it, Jill. I got you covered. Because turned out Lauren had sent this to me. So now, Tom, now you can see a better view of yourself because Lauren made that picture for you. Here you go.
Let's see it.
That's all of it. Oh, there we go. Wow.
It's cool.
Check that out.
That's very
I'll
cool.
send it to you, Tom, too.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
Awesome.
I don't know how Lauren does it, but she does a tremendous job.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a hawk. That's cool.
Awesome.
His looks awesome.
What is really weird though is that, like I said, it was black and white, and what she did made it color, and she got like the colors of the facial hair, the right way.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a little more lighter now than they were in that picture, but
I just sent it to you, Tom.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Now you have it.
I have it. Wow. Look at me.
Yeah.
I'm hot.
It makes us look so much better, like star appeal. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
I am a star.
Yes, you are.
I mean, it's only locally here in the Philly area, but still,
You're on. Let me see. This is Tom's World.
that's right.
Yeah,
That's me.
Yeah.
that should be your new poster.
It could be. I could make that part
There
of
you
my
go.
merch shop, which I'm still waiting for them to get the W-9 to go through so I can open my merch shop.
Mhm.
It's an app that she's got. Okay.
Oh yeah, I thought it was something like that. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Well,
nice.
Lauren's a great artist too. She has a
She
bunch
is.
of art on her personal page.
Oh, she is. Yeah, she's great.
She's been.
Wow.
I'm just gonna say quickly. I'm really glad because believe it or not, Tom. Like in fact, how she actually found. Like for example, BB3. She came across this first, obviously, for Things Network, and I decided, expand to show not only the other networks that I'm a part of, but also the ones that I've been somewhat associated with, including BB3. So it was me who got her to check out some of the shows on BB3.
The best show on there is Dom and Tom's World. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Plug in.
we did have two of the original actresses from the original Evil Dead movie on there.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
that was awesome, especially
And
when whatever her name was could still
Betsy
do the laugh.
Baker. Yes, I love Betsy. Betsy is
Yeah.
awesome.
You had such like the biggest smile when you
Oh my
had her
God.
on your show.
I saw that and I'm thinking to myself, I don't think I've ever seen Tom as happy as he
I was
was
like-
in that video.
Yeah, he's like,
I couldn't
That had
believe
been
it
the,
that we
that had
got
been
her
the
to do it.
happiest moment I've ever seen of you,
I mean,
Tom.
at the time, I thought we were the only ones that did it, but then when I went back afterwards, I saw that like multiple people had her do it. I thought we had an exclusive.
Oh, here, Mr. Next Guy says, Don, April 7th, Resident Evil 4 remake is going to have Mercenaries mode. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Yeah, thanks for bringing that to my attention, Mr. Next Guy. Yeah, cool. What was I going to say next? Yeah, there was another part I wanted to bring up when they first go into the mansion. One of the characters actually brings up the author Agatha Christie, and you all know who that is, right?
oh yeah.
Yeah, mystery writer. She wrote like one of my favorite stories that she wrote is And Then There Were None.
Yep.
Yeah, I especially love when they got parodied in Family Guy, and then there were fewer, which is an episode that they basically just used to kill off characters that people didn't care about,
Including supposedly James Woods.
Oh yeah,
I love James Woods.
That was a funny
Piece
one.
of candy. Ooh, piece of
Ooh,
candy.
piece of candy.
Piece of candy.
yes, and we got to talk about the dinner scene and the what comes after that because of all the pranks that they pull. Like first it was like a whoopee cushion, and another one was a trick chair that
The chair.
that Biff was sitting in that when he falls backwards and the chair fixes itself up again.
And then it came up again in the same chair in his room.
Oh, ha ha! Real funny, guys.
Yeah, and I think Muffy did something with like all the glasses of champagne. I don't know if officially
Yeah.
everybody kept spitting. I don't know if
Dribble
everybody
glasses or something. Or...
Yeah.
dribbled
No, I
glasses or
think it spilled on them.
spilled on them. At first I thought they spat it out. Was it like instead of champagne was it vinegar? I felt like it was because that's what I would do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, but it turns out that's not the case. It looks like it just spilled out on them, and I'm just thinking, how did you do that?
A hole probably on the
Yep.
side.
On the side, I'm thinking, how does that work, and how would they not have noticed that? I feel like I would have noticed if there was like a hole, because when if I were to go get something in the like a drink in the kitchen, I always look, I probably would have noticed. So I don't know if I would fall for that, but then Skip is like outside feeling guilty about with the accident with Buck. He's down in what looks like a bottle of Jim Beam.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like the first to quote go unquote.
And
yeah,
the one thing I did like is the dolls that represented everybody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ew, the Barbie dolls.
Yeah, they pretty much were. Yeah, I guess when you think about it.
Yeah, that represented like how everybody died at that point. It showed like
And
the
Biff's
severed
head.
the severed heads and the And what were their names? Chaz and Nikki on the bed, all bloodied.
Yep.
Murdered.
Yep. And then, oh wait,
They're like voodoo dolls, kind of.
In
Yeah.
a way, yes. They
Well,
are.
like reverse voodoo dolls, like after they were dead.
Yeah.
Well, dead.
reverse.
Well, because you saw
anti-spill-
them like thrown into like what, like it was like a trash can of some sort. So like
That
those
become-
have been disposed so that they have been killed.
Can we talk about the well scene?
Oh yeah.
Oh
That.
God.
Wasn't that where they found the head?
Yep.
Where they fell in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, ah!
I was
Oh,
getting
yeah.
like the Ring vibe, you know, like the well not
Yeah.
falling in
Yeah.
and bodies
Don, what
bodies
did you
floating.
explain to what you said that night? Because you actually made a reference about that.
Yes. We were going to that part where, like, basically the situation in the mansion was that the water was just spewing out dirty water, so they couldn't get the only water source that was left was the well. And so, what were their names? Harvey and Nikki went over to the well, but they dropped the buckets in there, and so they
The
had to.
flashlight.
Yeah, and the flashlight too. Yes. So Nikki had to go in there and just get the bucket. And while this was happening, I'm just thinking, like she felt she was in there, and I'm thinking, oh great, now she's gonna have to deal with Samara down there.
Or like someone like I always fear like you're in there and that person's not fully dead, so they're like grabbing you because they're like, help me. And it's like, what do you do? You're like, are you dead? Are you a zombie?
Oh my God.
But in the movie, wasn't it like, maybe I'm remembering it wrong. Maybe I'm being filtered by other movies. But like when they brought the bucket up, wasn't the head in the bucket?
Oh,
No.
think so.
Mm-mm.
No, I don't think they ever brought the bucket up.
No,
I
they
think
had
that
to
was-
climb out.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
had a.
they climbed
It's
out.
been a while. Like I said, it's been a little while since I've seen it. But
Yeah,
I
they
just got
came
to
out
say
like
for Lauren's comment, by the way, Lauren, I love your picture. She's got rabbit. She did her painting that effect, and she's got rabbit ears too.
Aw,
That's
Oh,
awesome.
nice. That's awesome.
we're twinsies.
Here, I gotta pull something up.
I wish I could say that we were twins. I mean, yeah, I got rabbit ears, but mine light up. And, you know, while Don's looking this up, believe it or not, these rabbit ears are actually black in color. If you can't see it too well,
They look
usually
that way.
I would have gotten the normal color, but the problem was they only had two colors. They had the black ones, and they did have a white one, but it had pink on the inside of it.
Well, but the
So-
black matches well with your hair. It makes it look like
Exactly.
yours.
Mhm.
You know?
That's why I decided to get the black ones.
I just got an idea. You could be Donnie Darko if you put on that suit and then wear the black bunny ears.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Her ears are well. I can't argue with that, Lauren.
And yeah, since this movie focuses on college kids, I just realized I don't think I've ever showed you guys what I look like when at the time I was in college.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Is this 1986 you?
Oh,
Oh, you got one of those little,
That is-
one of those
Yep.
little.
This is 2011 me. You know, this is I was
Wow.
19 at the time. This is before the spiked hair and back when I still had that soul patch.
Yeah.
This is me catching a nice big bass off of Lake Minocqua.
yum.
I never did that. Like I mean, it's either the full goatee or nothing. You know?
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
Like-
I can't do a full beard. I mean, I can do a full beard, but it doesn't look right.
Yeah, I started growing a soul patch back in high school, like senior year. Oh, yeah, Mr. SK, that's what I looked like back in those days. And yeah, like because I couldn't grow any other facial hair. I couldn't grow a mustache, a beard, nothing, just the soul patch, and it stayed with me up until I graduated university.
I've been able to grow this since 10th grade, I think.
You know, I realized I think I could have grown a full beard if I wanted to, even when I was still in high school. But I
Oh,
just
you should
decided
do
not
it.
to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You should totally
wish-
do it.
I never did.
Try
I
it
stayed
once.
now.
full clean, full
Yeah.
clean.
A beard would probably be more acceptable than a soul patch these days. My family hated my soul patch.
I never had that. I mean, at one point, and you remember, Don, I actually, well, you guys didn't know, but during my early to mid 20s, I did have like a beard, mustache. And then I originally, after I turned 25, I was actually going to let the full thing grow out. But then Tom McNicholas suggested I should may not want to keep that just yet because he says, as young as you still look, you know, that you should be gifted for it. You may want to keep that look before you start growing facial hair because you're not going to have that look forever. And even at
Yeah.
30, I still look like that. So that's why I've never grown facial hair since then.
When I shave mine, I do look a bit younger, but the only problem is that when I don't have this beard, you see the double chin. I don't like that.
You see the chin exercises.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
Point your chin up into the sky.
I have this, and you can't see it. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Sarah's asking Don, do you know what is that movie with the serial killer? Oh, with the giant rabbit head.
Oh, I think
Donnie Darko. No.
Yeah.
Is it Donnie Darko or?
Yeah.
Wait. No, I think she's talking about something else. But yeah, there was a film where Donnie Darko. It was Frank the Rabbit. I think that's.
Yes.
Yeah, that's from Donnie Darko. I thought she was referring to something else for a second. That's why I was just like, oh god, I thought she was referring to that bad.
Movie I was going to say, oh no,
I thought
she's
she was
not referring to that movie we never talk about, right?
The one we never speak of. I thought she was referring to that.
I hope not.
I thought she was referring to that. So my bad.
Or stand on your head.
Well, there was a scary bunny in Bill and Ted's sequel movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Furry? Was it a furry from a party or something?
No, it was in hell when they went to hell.
Oh, okay. I can't. Was that the newest Bill and Ted's?
Not the newest, the second one.
Okay.
It's like you
Bogus
stole
train.
all of Dylan's candy, didn't you?
Yeah, it sounds like Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
My precious.
I do that a lot. The precious.
I could never do that.
I can, but like this. I can.
Oh my god, you're gonna give me nightmares, Dawn.
It's kind of like the voice for Bobby from Howie Mandel. You just bring it down some octaves.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Like for Bobby, you gotta come up higher, which I can't get my vocal cords to do it, but I used to be able to. Like my name is Bobby. I can't get that high anymore.
I can't.
But when you bring it down like this, and then you put some raspiness into it, then you get higher.
This is how high as I go, and I sound like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
Nick, breathe, Nick.
Or Meatwad.
Deep breath, man.
You know, you could be like Meatwad, like
heart attack.
What's going on? I don't know what's going on. I like all this music and stuff. And,
that sounds more like Meatwad from.
That's what I said.
Course.
Oh, that's what I said.
Meatwad.
That was him.
That was Meatwad because I kind of like Meatwad. He was a cool guy, and then he had Master Shake and Frylock, and they always mess with him, and
I can't with you guys.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. So I wanted to get to this one bit where right when all the characters are going upstairs getting ready for bed, they're all fighting all these pranks that have been played on them. One of them was like one of them was having a cigar and it exploded.
That might have been Biff.
Yeah. Wait, no, it was the other guy.
Let's see. Water faucet that like Joanne. What's going on? Hey, Joanne.
We missed a hell of a time.
Hi, Joanne.
You came in a little bit too late.
We were comparing each other's Gollum impressions, and then led to him doing Meatwad's voice.
I like Meatwad. He's pretty cool.
Yep.
Oh my god!
I think she's saying "What's up," though.
Just her response.
Yeah, but like, and then there's like other pranks, like water faucet that just goes off on somebody's face. Let's see. Looks like drug paraphernalia inside of a cabinet. S&M gear inside of a drawer.
Yeah.
What else? Oh yeah, doorknob that comes off. Oh,
yeah.
The funniest one. The painting that looks like the eyes are going back and forth.
Oh, that was funny.
And it was just like a clock or something.
Yeah, like he looks like a cat type clock.
The
cat clock. Yes.
I'm just gonna say this with the exploding cigar. I always can't help but think of like when Looney Tunes always do when they smoke them. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always thought that just happened in Looney Tunes.
No,
like dynamite.
No, they actually do make like prank style exploding cigars in real life. You could actually like. I think you might be able to you can purchase them like at prank shops or I think they might even sell them at what's that place called?
Amazon?
No,
Magic
no,
stores?
not Amazon. I think Spencer's might even sell them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're like loads or whatever they're called. Like you put in
but
the
they
cigarette.
do hurt. They do hurt though. Like
Well, yeah, if it's too close to your face, yeah.
Yeah, if it's too close to your face, it's not gonna blow up like in the Looney
It's
Tunes.
It's like a white thing that's like, well, for a cigar, it would probably be about that long. For a cigarette, it's only like that long.
Yeah. And they don't have it on Amazon.
They probably also took those down because they probably considered them.
It offended somebody, so they took it down.
Yeah, they took it down.
I'd imagine.
Check eBay next.
I always like the things you put on your hand, and when you go to shake someone's hand, it electrocutes you.
Oh, a little buzzer.
A buzzer.
Yeah.
I had one of those.
Yeah.
At one point.
I like. Well, the Joker used to use those a lot. You know.
Yeah.
Here, shake my hand.
I use something similar like that. The pens that it's like a buzzer, but it's the one like when you try pressing on the top of it, it shocks you.
Yeah.
You're like,
I've had that too.
Yeah.
Why so serious?
But the old ones just used to be like a little thing that turned, like when you would press on it, and you'd be like, oh,
that's right.
Those were the types that like the Mark Hamill Joker would have, you know.
Yeah.
Same thing. Well, and also Jack Nicholson did, but his was like deadlier.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. We're gonna have a hot time in the town tonight.
The town tonight. Yeah, Antoine got a little hot under the collar.
I still say Mark Hamill's got the best voice.
Oh yeah, he's great.
That's that laugh alone. That
he did good.
Oh yeah, he does the Joker what I do for like Pennywise. You know, like Pennywise the dancing clown.
Oh my God,
Georgie.
Oh yeah, Georgie. Like, yeah, sometimes like on the highway, late at night, no one's around. I just practice my Pennywise voice, just like whoa.
He stands by a sewer with a red balloon.
And notes himself. I remember that.
Don, you never told me that, so I'm just gonna say thanks for giving us one of your secrets.
Don't you want a balloon, Georgie?
We all float down here. We all float.
You'll float too.
Lady Gaga's supposed to be in the new Joker movie?
Yep.
What?
Harley Quinn?
Oh.
Wow. Oh, is she going to be?
Going to be Harley Quinn?
That's what I'm thinking.
I just don't.
You know, I like the chick that they had in what's
Margot
her
Robbie?
name? Huh?
Margot Robbie.
Margot?
Was she? What was the
Suicide Squad?
Yes, I liked her as it.
Yeah.
But you know what? I actually like the cartoon Harley Quinn that they had on HBO Max.
Mm-hmm. She was cute.
Yeah, because that was more like the '90s Batman cartoon, like from Fox. And I think it's the same chick that does the voice from back then too, because it sounds like her. But
Lawrence just came up with one of her. Now here's her story about a prank that she's done.
The fake ones.
Yep.
See, when you couple that together with, like, if you buy one of those things called the pooter, where it's just like this little rubber cylinder and you push down on it, it sounds like a fart. You do that and you just shake it out your leg like you have a hole in your pocket.
Wait, who admitted to a felony?
No, that was when you were saying about the fake phone call that you were talking about earlier. See, that's
Kaylee Cuoco.
It never happened.
Oh, never happened.
No, wait. Kaylee Cuoco. She was on the live action Harley Quinn. She was in the HBO Max series, the Harley Quinn series, the animated show. Yeah, that was Kaylee Cuoco. Yeah, that was her. But Margot Robbie played Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad.
Wait, she played that in the animated? That she played
Kaylee Cuoco?
Harley Quinn in that? Wow, she sounds exactly like the chick that did it in the Batman the animated series.
Yeah, she did.
And that's a chick from Big Bang Theory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've never watched Big Bang.
Kaylee Cuoco, yeah.
Sure.
Kaylee Cuoco, yeah, she played Penny in that show. Yeah, great show.
Penny.
Yes,
yeah,
and and we got to talk about like how Biff when he goes out into the woods in April Fool's Day and gets caught in that like noose trap, whatever that is. They picks you up, puts you upside down.
He's upside.
Yeah, the snake. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that snake. I was screaming when I saw that part. I was like, ah, because I just I put myself in their shoes that they're upside down and this thing's like trying to bite you, kind of like Anaconda.
Oh man, if I were in their shoes, I probably have no reaction because I'm not afraid of snakes.
And I
What?
find myself
Yep.
biting my tongue because I keep wanting to give away the end, but I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
For those of you who have not watched
Yeah, let's
it.
not do that yet.
Yes.
You know,
And,
wait, so you're not afraid of snakes either, Don?
Nope, I've held a snake. I've done that in a video before.
Me too.
I was at this reptile fest a few years back. Me and my ex-girlfriend went there, and I held a nice big ball python.
I deal with snakes on a daily basis. I mean, they're gardener snakes, but still, I deal with them every day.
You know, you're gonna find this hard to believe, but I actually held snakes at a Paracon because it was the last time we ever had the Chicago Ghost Con, and we had this well-known investigator who's also written a number of books. She's actually very well respected. At some point I should try to get her on to Supernatural talk as a guest. Her name's Amelia Cotter. I've become a really good friend of hers.
Back, Cotter.
Yeah, she owns a number of snakes. She and her husband own a number of snakes, and they actually did a presentation on how snakes are somewhat connected to the paranormal. And there was like some people in the audience that were like holding the snakes, including myself. But there was one snake in particular. I thought this was kind of funny. One of the snakes actually wrapped itself around the chair. Like, you know, it's one of those, you know, like how in like hotel or conference chairs, it's like one of those chairs that has that little arch, like the little bar piece. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It has that little arch piece. It's got that little opening. The snake actually wrapped itself around the chair, and they had to like pull it. You can't pull them, of course, and they're doing that. So
No, you can't.
they had to pull it gently, kind of untangle it from the chair. But there was even one woman who was there that was so concerned about its safety. She actually thought these snakes were cute.
He reared his head around and said, "We're here for your daughter, Chuck."
Snakes are cute. I just don't want to hold them. So like when someone has them, like where you go to those conventions, then I'm always like going up to it to want to talk to it or see it, but I don't want to actually hold it.
Oh, I gotcha.
You know,
I think snakes are cute.
I just actually
I mean, they're not scary, but they're not cute.
Yep. Here.
They're what's that? Let me
That's the boa.
Oh, that's the boa.
It's
you look like you're trying to look cool, but you're also scared at the same time.
You're like,
you know, I gotta bring another funny thing. Did you guys ever watch that show called World's Dumbest on True TV? Did you ever see that video?
I've seen
that show,
World's Dumbest Criminals and stuff like that.
Yeah, they do like different ones. There was one video they did of a guy who actually stole like a bunch of albino snakes. Like he actually like took them and he put them like in his pants and walked out, and no one noticed at first. But I love how the people interviewed on the show always has a lot of fun. And one of the guys, these albino snakes that he stole, they were actually worth about $800. And one of the guys goes, "A snake is worth $800. Can you drive it?"
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, it's so expensive. That's why.
Maybe.
They're special.
Yeah.
How much the fuel cost for the snake, though, is the question.
Yeah. I think the same way about people who charge like about 1,400 for like an iPhone or something. And I'm just like, this thing better cook me breakfast then.
Right? It better become my sex slave or something. Right?
Slave.
I mean, does it come with a fleshlight? I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh, let's take photos when I visit Camp Crystal Lake in August, and that would be awesome to see, Lauren.
Yes, please.
Yes, definitely.
The original Crystal Lake. What is that in Jersey? Right, the original.
That's in New Jersey. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Oh,
Lauren, tell the tarantula.
Yeah, I've had a tarantula crawl on me before.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine. She had tarantulas as kids, and when we were kids, she would like brought it to school at one point.
Did it freak everybody out when they?
No, it was in its cage. You know,
she called a little plastic box.
Yeah, she named him Tranchy.
Yeah. I would.
How original.
we were 8, so
you know, I wouldn't really mind if I had I always wanted to know like what it would feel like with a tarantula like crawling on your arm with those big legs it's got, because I do like spiders.
You can feel it, but you can't feel it as much as you would think. You know what I mean? When it's on your actual skin, like you can feel it then, but like if it crosses like where your clothes are, you can't really feel it as much. You feel like
Right.
little taps.
Yeah.
But
I just don't want it to bite and sink its fangs. I mean, I know
they
they're not
usually
real-
don't.
No, yeah, like if these like tarantulas are like handled by humans often, they can be pretty fairly docile. They're
Yeah.
only, like certain species of them. Not all. I should warn you, not all tarantulas are going to be like that. There are some species that are not going to be friendly to humans no matter what.
Well, and the ones that do bite, it's usually only if they're provoked or frightened.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're generally not going to bite what they can't eat.
Yeah,
He
and
named her
yeah,
Fluffy.
Fluffy. Yeah, because I saw this guy on YouTube. I think it's Exotic something or other. He Exotic's Lair, I think. He there was videos of him watering his tarantulas, like pouring water for the tarantulas to drink. There was one of them, like what was it? What was it? Venezuelan or Brazilian? It was like a black spider that always, every time he tries to take the water dish out, just tries to tap and raises up and just taps at.
I saw that
food.
one.
I've never seen that video before.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
I was thinking of arachnophobia, eight-legged freaks.
Oh my god! And Don introduced me to arachnophobia.
Great
John
movie.
Goodman was in that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Spielberg produced it, and let's see,
Back when John Goodman actually still looked like John Goodman as opposed
Yeah.
to now.
let's see, Jeff Daniels was in it. I've seen him in Speed and also Dumb and Dumber.
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
And what, the third one too, right? They were in, because the
First
second
one.
one was them younger, the Dumb and Dumber,
Yeah,
which was dumb.
it was.
I've signed.
Yeah.
I heard about some tarantulas that eat birds, Sarah. I mean, yeah, they can eat some pretty big stuff.
Goliath bird-eating spider, the biggest.
This is another comedic memory, I guess, involving tarantulas. But as someone who's a big fan of Three Stooges, there was that famous episode of Disorder of the Court where Larry was going along with the violin, and he got like the lawyer's wig on. He's like, "A tarantula!"
Order in the court. Order in the court. I'll have a ham and cheese on rye.
So
Yes.
You don't want to start me on Three Stooges stuff. I've done I actually watch Curly's grandson on YouTube, Curly G.
Really?
He's got a YouTube channel. Yeah, and he looks remarkably like Curly. You'd be surprised.
I didn't even know he had a grandson.
Yeah.
Wow.
Curly G. Look him up.
I'm gonna look him up.
I should. Yeah, and so back to the movie. There was
Oh yeah, there's a movie.
Yep. So the group notices that Skip and Biff are gone, and they can't call out. Something's wrong with the phone lines, and then nobody trusts each other, and then they start to suspect that Muffy had something to do with all this, and so that's when when it gets to the point where Kid and what was his name? Rob, Kid and Rob. Yeah,
Rob.
Rob from Leprechaun, the actor. It's him. Yeah, they are searching the house looking for clues, and they find the dolls upstairs which look like the victims. It shows the pool of water representing the well, and where Nikki is there, and the severed heads, and or Nan, I think her name was. I think it was Nan actually.
Nan.
Yeah, and sometimes I mix those characters,
yes,
but
Nan.
Anyway, and then Chaz was stabbed in the crotch, and Nikki found him, and then is supposedly killed off screen, and then Kid and Rob pieced together that what was her name? Met Muffy, has a twin named Buffy, who they suspected that Buffy is behind all this, and then finally there's a chase, and Rob is locked inside of the pantry, locked himself in there accidentally. Then Buffy chases Kid to the living room, only to find in the living room everybody's alive and well. No one's dead. It was all an elaborate prank.
But she did have a twin.
I was blown away.
Because it's so intense, when this is going on, because it's combining the elements of a typical slasher film, you always see in most movies, but then all of a sudden it just it just drops immediately once you see everybody alive.
And there is a little twist at the end too, right before it's over.
Yeah. But I was like, how did they do the suicide scene, with the guy in the room hanging in her room?
Oh, it was probably a dummy. Probably just a dummy that they were using.
Oh,
Could have
Okay,
been.
like a prop.
Or it could have been like where they had he might have had a harness like around
A
here
harness.
that was
That's what I
actually
thought.
like
That's
what I
like
thought happened.
stabilizing him, and then the everything he saw here was just for show.
Because
Well,
his
it
feet
wasn't-
were tied too, to show like that he didn't do it to himself. Someone did
Because
that to him.
if you think back, there was another movie in the 80s where somebody pretended to hang themselves in a jail cell called Goonies,
Oh,
and he did the very same thing.
Yeah, tied himself up first
Like
on the bottom.
he had it going around
the waist,
around
yeah.
his waist, and then just had for show the thing around his neck.
Oh yeah, I love the Goonies. Josh Brolin's first movie.
Yeah.
Oh, was
Yeah.
it?
And
Oh, yeah.
I do intend on going to the house at some point.
Nice.
Some point in my life, there's going to be a Tom's World video where we go see the Goonies house because
Where
it
is the
still
house?
looks exactly the same. Where is it?
Yeah.
Oregon?
Let's see.
Is that close to your area? Like to
Not
Utah,
even
or-
close. Not even at all.
I think it was the movie takes place in Oregon. So was it filmed
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, most of it was in the same area.
Did you see the pics of the neighbors' house next to it? And they have
Yeah, where
signs
they-
saying like,
They took them down.
"You're
They took them down
welcome," and then
real
the other
quick.
one is not.
Yeah, Astoria in Oregon.
Yeah. Hopefully, that town in real life, their plumbing is not as bad as depicted in the film.
No,
Mm.
no, God.
What would you do if it was though, Don?
Oh God.
Just don't go to the bathroom.
My bottled water.
Bottled water. Oh my God!
Don't
You
use
just
the
brought
well
it-
water.
No, I was actually thinking of a South Park episode with the real estates. If you guys ever saw a new one where they had all these residents that came by, and they made all these random words like bottled water or LaCroix or Tesla.
It's so funny.
You know, I haven't watched a
Oh,
single
man.
South Park episode in years. I think
what?
the last time I watched it, it was like at the height of Timmy.
Timmy!
Yeah, like Timmy and the Lords of the Underworld.
Yeah.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
You need to catch up then.
Yeah.
Well,
We're
I lost
way
interest
behind,
in it.
Tom.
It just started being like the same show over and over. You know what I mean?
I kind of like
Although-
the COVID ones they did.
I did watch some of the videos of the COVID thing when they were like older and stuff, and
Yeah.
like I saw it on YouTube. I was watching that. I was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
I remember thinking to myself, isn't that kind of too soon to like do episodes like that when COVID, was still really high? But you have to
Nah.
remember, it's South Park, and my dad once explained the creators of South Park have said, okay, I know we probably shouldn't be doing this, but we're going to do it anyway.
Matt and
Yeah.
Trey have pushed the envelope from day one on.
Oh yeah, especially the Dead Celebrities episode from back in 2009, where they had like ghosts of all the celebrities that have died in the summer of 2009,
Michael Jackson.
including Michael Jackson. So, and they did that.
Possessed Dyke.
Yep, and they did that just months after all this had occurred. So, yeah, too soon. Yeah, they
Yeah.
realize it's too soon, but they do it anyway.
Mhm,
Yeah, just
they
like-
do it anyway.
Yep, it's
Don't
like,
forget
hey,
there
I'm
was also-
Chad. I
There
knew
was
that was
also that
Chad.
Halloween episode where they had
Yeah.
Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, and that was months
Oh
after-
God.
Watch
We
me
had
stick
this
my
thing
finger
for-
up his ass and really piss him off.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's
Plus,
ignorant.
Basketball was a good movie too.
Yeah, that too.
Throw me the bar. Come on.
So Lauren just sent me a picture, by the way. I thought I'd show you guys. She made another paint. This is actually really cool. Check this out. She made a Three Stooges one.
Oh, really?
I can't see the.
I'm
Yeah, I
just-
can't really see.
Hang on. Let's see if I can.
Who are the Three Stooges?
It's Mo, Larry, and Curly. Let me see.
Oh,
if I can
well, I
show
know
Really
who the
bright.
Three Stooges are.
Yeah,
I just
super
thought
bright.
maybe she made them somebody else. Like,
Yeah,
you. No, let me see if I could try to.
yeah, the
I'm gonna
brightness is
try
way
to
too low.
darken. There. Now, can you
Oh
guys?
yeah,
Is it better
There.
now?
Yeah.
yeah. How cute.
Check that out.
Nice.
Now she knows you're a big fan of the Three Scrooges. Yeah.
That is awesome.
the Three
Wait,
Stooges.
go back
That would
for
be
a
a
second.
totally different show.
Hey,
You
Billy.
guy.
New guy. This is Tom. He's been on here before.
Yeah, he has.
I've been here
A few times.
Yeah.
Several times in the past. Yeah.
He
Yeah,
probably
great
just
guy.
never watched the show at that time, like the times that Tom's been on. But
Good.
But,
I
you know-
I like how he referred to him as the new guy.
You know, I mean, if you want to see more of me, I'm just saying. when the name comes up, you'll see the
Yeah, here, this name.
Like,
Yeah,
look
right
at
there.
Here.
So which one am I? Am I Mo, Larry, or Curly?
See, now I'm going to be a little more PG on here than I am here. Although I'm not very R-rated here. I control myself,
Yeah.
Now, when I do Dom and Tom's World on BB3 TV, like Facebook.com/BB3 TV, different story altogether.
Yeah.
F words flying left and right, and it's a different story. But so it all depends on how you want to see me. If you want to see the PG version, then yeah, it's right here.
I know that all too well because I've seen quite a couple of those shows.
I have well over 100 videos on there now. I think it's got to be 120 some, which pale in comparison to this guy's channel.
You got a question, Billy, from Billy.
Yeah.
Oh, what did I think of the other Stooges after Curly left? Shemp Joe and Curly Joe. Okay, so this is an interesting question. I did love Shemp. Shemp was another awesome one. Shemp
was first.
He was first, yeah. Technically he was. Yeah. And also, furthermore, he was also the brother of Mo and Curly. Joe, he was my least favorite, to be honest. I mean, there were a few funny moments with them that I thought were really funny. I was just not that impressed with him. He was my least favorite. And Curly Joe, surprising. I know they were actually like real films that they had him in, but I don't know if I've ever really seen the films with Curly Joe. Yeah. So I don't really.
They did shorts with him. That's Joe Dorita. They did shorts with him, but he was more so in the movie appearances and with the comeback.
Yeah.
That they did. And I gotta say he was far better than Joe Besser.
Oh, I'm sure
leaps and miles.
And that was like close to when they were coming to an end because that was when they made movies of it in the late 50s. No, actually, no, through the 60s that they made those movies. So
when they made their comeback, when they were going out and making live appearances and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it was more so Joe Dorita, Curly Joe.
But I've never really seen the films with Curly Joe, so I'm sure he was better than Joe was, but. Yeah. I'll have to return that answer for Curly Joe. But yeah, Shemp was great. Joe, I was not crazy about.
Curly was the best.
Curly, was undoubtedly the best.
Yes. And Shemp was second.
Yep.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Mr. Nice Guy said, love the Goonies, but shame there's no Goonies 2. Yeah, they've been trying to get a sequel to Goonies off the ground forever.
They have, and I've seen stuff come up recently about it too.
I was gonna say, I think I was reading something where they're talking about that. Like they might come with Goonies 2 real soon. If I'll have to look back at that.
with original characters.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So some of these actors came out a long way after that, especially Josh Brolin, Ke Huy Quan, Sean.
What are they going to do? They're going to have One-Eyed Willie's ship come back in, and
I'm just wondering how they're going to be able to do the sequel. That's the thing. That's the one thing I feel like they're struggling the most with is story. It's like, where do you go from here?
Yeah. And the guy that played Sloth, I think he's dead now, right?
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
I mean, it's a mask, so it could really be anybody, but still.
Yeah. Gremlins 3. Yeah, like I would like to see a Gremlins 3 because I loved Gremlins 1 and 2 as a kid, and Gremlins I go back to every year on Christmas. And,
there's supposed to be a reboot. They've been talking about it for a couple of years now. Mm-hmm. I don't want to see a reboot. I would rather see a continuation.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Based on the other stories. I don't want to see a brand new story and not have Howie Mandel as the voice of Gizmo. No, I want
a new story.
Right. Exactly.
Another chapter.
Yeah.
Look out, roof, roof. So, did you know about this one, Don?
What? Oh,
this one's a question for you.
Oh, yeah. I used to watch Three Stooges when I went like years and years ago, back when on Stoogepalooza, that Rich Coase hosts, Rich Coase, Sven Gulli.
Yep. Yeah. Well, they have. Did you know that they kind of brought back that on
well, sorry.
I think it might have been on WCIU. Did you know they brought it back?
I think so. Yeah. Sorry. It's just crazy lightning.
Gulli's been playing here.
Oh, yeah. We're supposed to get some really bad. That's
I want to see.
Well, if you want to try to turn the camera, but yeah, very quickly.
Yeah.
It actually should be worth saying this quickly.
I don't know if you're gonna see much of anything out there, like because I'm surrounded by a wooded area, so all you're gonna see.
It should be worth noticing.
He's in the cabin in the woods.
Do a GoPro. Go outside.
Yeah, I don't know how I could sing a GoPro with this. I haven't attempted that yet, but
well, I'm sure it has Bluetooth capabilities and.
Bluetooth.
Yeah, it should be.
I don't know. I've never had a GoPro.
Yeah,
Jill, you probably saw this in the chat earlier today, but yeah, we're supposed to get some pretty bad weather tonight, which, I'm definitely getting I'm having some concern about it, of course, because it's happening later at night. And when I found out about this weather that we're supposed to be getting, knowing that this happened last week, I also decided to warn Jeremy, Clarissa, Chanel, Linda, Scott, who all live in, that northeastern Indiana area, that, and Don, I think you would know too, that whenever we have these bad storms, the same storms that hit our area could eventually head towards them. So I thought it was best I'd let them know, saying they're calling bad weather over here. And if it's going to affect our area, it could possibly affect you guys. So I told everybody that I was going to keep everyone updated. So I'm kind of being a somewhat storm spotter for tonight.
Storm chaser news. Nick.
Yep.
I actually talked to Jeremy, believe it or not. And Don, I haven't told you this either. I thought, since we were checking on everybody after last week's tornado outbreak, I thought, what if we could create some kind of weather show?
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah,
I would totally be your number one fan.
Men.
Yep.
It's raining cats and dogs.
Yeah, Nick, I was gonna say, I know you worry about tornadoes, but don't worry. If a tornado does show up, you'll be okay as long as you don't hear this playing.
Wizard of Oz. I was getting Wizard of Oz vibes right now too when he was talking about it.
Yeah,
I just now see that Chanel Fletcher commented. I haven't seen her in a while. I love you, girl. I miss you.
Hey, Chanel. Oh, she just brought up this. They had a nasty storm for 20 minutes. Well, and she also lives in Wisconsin. I'm not sure exactly how far she is from me, but sometimes the storms could also develop from Wisconsin, can move to the southeast. So I've been keeping an eye on the weather, the map, but I haven't seen anything coming from Wisconsin. But I have seen stuff being developed further down the line and moving towards our area.
See that, Chanel? You see me everywhere, man. I'm on all kinds of networks and everywhere.
Oh, wait, sorry. I was just getting to this question.
Yeah.
Would I do a weather fails reaction?
Yeah, he's asking if we would do a weather fails reaction with me, because I react to some fail videos on my channel, compilations of people either crashing into things or falling, fail videos. But
just like in World's Dumbest.
Pretty much.
Like David Childers fail.
Did you ever see that video, Don?
He has a good remix. Jeremy did.
Did you ever see that video, Don?
I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure.
I wish if only I had a copy of it. There was this.
We're talking about
David Childers. I'll just describe it. It's a video of. I know you haven't really met him, but his name's David Childers. Really, very well respected in the paranormal field. He even has his own network. It's Haunted Network, and he's also Eileen's brother, if you will. And there was a video at one point. I think it was during an investigation. It was cold. It was winter. It was one of those security DVR cameras attached to the ceiling, and he's walking downstairs. He's he missed I think he lost his footing. He
no, he was running.
He's running and he falls down the stairs.
He does Superman.
Yeah, he was like Superman. He kind of for a split second he was airborne and he flew.
Hey, here. Billy's saying not to give HBO Max ideas, but how would you feel about a Wizard of Oz reboot? Oh, geez.
Hell no.
Yeah,
They've already tried it.
They've
already tried it.
They already did. Yeah, with Frank
in multiple ways. I mean, you had Return to Oz with what's her name? The chick from The Craft.
Yeah, that was from the 80s.
Yeah. You had that sucked. Yeah. You had The Wiz, that kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had multiple variations of it, and then the one with James Franco.
Yeah.
That sucked.
Yeah.
I heard there's a storyline in thoughts of it for like the wizard part, like behind the wizard, like the storyline is going to be his story for the guy that's the wizard in it.
Yeah,
which
and like,
he was actually the guy that was in the fortune tellers thing in the beginning.
He was, and the fact that Sam Raimi directed this, it's just like, oh man,
that's an embarrassment for him.
Yeah, it kind of is.
And also, you don't want to give HBO Max ideas as far as reboots of kid-related stuff after what they've done to Velma.
Yeah, and I just want to point this out too. Whatever that movie was that was made like as a prequel for Wizard of Oz, I'm sorry, but that other witch that was in that movie with that power, yeah, that looked a little bit similar. That looked like a copy, like a protected from copyright Force Lightning from Star Wars. All they did was change a green, and that was something. That reminds me of someone who's known to use that kind of power. I think it was the Dark Lord of the Sith or something like that,
or Dollar Store Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And they tried to reboot Power Rangers too, and yeah, that didn't go well.
Oh, Chanel was on Eddie's network. Oh, you were invited to Denise's show. That's awesome, Chanel.
Yeah, it's cussing a lot on this podcast. You guys can cuss. I personally do not. So. Velma was absolute
dog shit. There you go.
God.
Yep.
Let's not go there.
I saw 5 minutes. That's all I needed to see.
I felt that way too. I felt that way too, but then I just was like, okay, I'll just sit through just one episode. If it sucks, I'm not watching any more of them. And guess what? Horrible. No. And yeah, like I did do a video where the YouTube channel Screen Junkies, they did an honest trailer about it, and I was just like, at the end of it, I did a rant, basically talking about how it destroyed my part of my childhood. Like, why did they make the character so unlikable? That kind of stuff. It's like, I don't mind the race swapping. It's the personalities I can't stand.
Well, wasn't there no dog?
Yeah, no Scooby Doo either.
Yeah,
I mean that's the whole premise of the damn show.
Yeah, and I have not watched that show, and I already know what goes on. So I have not. I won't.
Yeah.
Do not, Nick.
I agree.
And,
oh, I'm sorry. Doesn't make any sense either.
Yeah, even the killer, the killer being revealed in the end was stupid.
Well, I guess there's two endings. So the one that they actually just do for the film, what they went through was the one that we see in the film. So there's a different ending, but they didn't go with that one.
Yeah.
I just want to get to this comment quickly for Chanel. Celebrating on the 6th 1 year since her stem cell transplant.
Oh,
has it? How the hell has it been?
It's been a year already. I knew about it, but
on the 6th. I'm sorry, I thought you said 6 years. I'm like, there is no way.
Okay.
On the 6th 1 year.
I got you now. I got you.
Chanel was.
My dad had the same procedure.
She was going through a really rough time, and I was actually starting to get kind of concerned about her. I mean, I checked in this over.
She has the same thing my dad has, multiple myeloma. And my dad went through the stem cell transplant, and I mean he went through other issues afterwards, not related, but as far as his cancer goes, they can't even measure his what do they call it, the levels of
like stages or
no like the God. Well, we'll just say the cancer levels, like they can't even measure them. They're so small. And it's been that way since 2017.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. I mean, he's been through other issues since then. He lost his left eye. He went through kidney failure, but none of it was related to that.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, he's been through a rough time. And that's why I'm here. Because somebody has to be here.
I mean, if you don't mind me asking, how old is he?
He's 73.
Oh, 73. Wow.
Yeah, my grandpa Don, who I was named after, had the same kind of thing, like kidney failure. Yeah, like he's had a lot of issues as well during the last few years of his life, and I actually am honoring him as we speak. You know why? Yeah, Tom, I didn't tell you this, but this chair right here that I sit in for the podcast and for my reaction videos, this is actually my grandpa Don's work chair. He was a freelance artist. He went all over Chicago painting, all kinds of paintings of buildings, of landmarks, and all kinds of famous parts of Chicago. And there's still a little bit of dried paint on the back of this thing. But
that's awesome.
Oh yeah, I honor him now by doing all of my creative work from the very seat where he did his creative work.
Well,
Wow.
Don, I do something similar like this. I mean, obviously, I know you guys can't see it, but Don obviously been in my house so many times. The desk I'm using for this, believe it or not, this desk that I'm sitting at right now is actually my grandfather's desk. And for the longest time, it was just basically kind of used being like for storage in a way, just putting stuff on it. But I just decided to, I decided to restore it to its natural beauty, if you will. And I just decided that even though I already had an office area upstairs for some of the shows, I decided to, if you will, set up shop and make a secondary office area. So that's why I decided. So in other words, if you guys don't know, I actually have 2 office areas, one down here in the basement and then the main one upstairs. And to kind of make it fun, like, because obviously you guys see me change positions all the time. Whenever I do these shows, Tuesday, like your show, Don, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I do the shows down here. Thursdays and Fridays, I do the shows upstairs.
Wow.
I just wanted to tell Don when you were talking about the chair and your grandfather, I was getting tingling. So like, just confirmation for you that that's understood, or like angelically, that's understood by that person.
Oh, he's
like validating it, confirmed, because it's like I got a tingling on my scalp. So that's, for me, that's like a sign for you to know that that was heard or felt or understood. So I just wanted to share that.
That's amazing.
Thank you for telling me that.
Oh, here's what you know. I had 2 strokes in October, lost my vision in the right eye. Still do shows, help out when I can in the paranormal community. Okay, I didn't know
she still does her stone shows.
Her crystals.
Oh yeah,
rock shows. I know she had the strokes, but I didn't know she lost vision in her right eye.
Yeah, she was talking about that the one time she was in the hospital and doing a live. That she was losing vision, and that my dad lost vision in his left eye due to infection, and he was taking pain meds because of the pain he was going through with that infection, which caused a kidney failure. So that happened. And then later after that, the infection got so bad that they said, like, listen, we can either remove the eye or you can risk that it's going to go to your brain, the infection. So, and he already lost sight in the eye and he wasn't getting it back. So he said, well, let's take it.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Lauren.
So now he doesn't drive anymore. He hasn't, but he didn't drive for a few years before then. Ever since like the cancer diagnosis, he never really drove. Yeah. So I was driving around in his Monte Carlo for a while until I just recently got rid of it, and now we have a Buick. So,
yeah. Dad passed away from a stroke during his surgery in 1980.
Jesus!
Wow.
Sorry.
Speaking of which, I think he just called me. Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
Your dad did?
Yeah. He doesn't know I'm on a live, so
perfect timing.
Yeah. Well,
so, go ahead.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, hope his dad's doing well.
So we didn't talk about the twist ending.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. We were about to wrap this up with the twist ending of this.
Yeah.
So I was hoping for Tom to be here for this, but
he'll come back.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be back in a minute. Yeah.
So is it still storming outside right now, Don? Because like I said, I'm in the basement, so I can't see or hear what's going on upstairs.
Yes, it is. I'm just looking out the window right now.
I'm actually, since we gotta wait for Tom, there actually is a picture I'd like to share. I think you saw this, Don, but did you see this, Jill? Did you see that picture I posted in the chat?
No, I haven't seen. Not
okay,
yet.
You guys are gonna like this. This is actually, it was during one of the storms that hit us. This is actually a really cool photograph. I think everyone here is gonna like it who's watching.
All right.
So we had one of the severe storms. At one point, a bolt of lightning struck the Sears Towers lightning rods.
Man.
Yeah, 4:58 p.m. It struck. Literally, you can see it coming from the cloud, and it strikes right down to the Sears Tower lightning rod.
Wow.
That is just incredible.
Who took the photo? Where's that from?
Where's it from?
Yeah, the photo. Who took the photo?
It just says Barry Butler Photography. I'm not.
Oh.
I know kind of like where this picture was taken. I mean, of course, I obviously have no clue like where in fact it actually was taken, but I think that might have been, if I'm correct, It looks like, I think it might be on the southeast side of the city. I could be wrong though, because just the way how that photo is pointed. But yeah, that was an incredible. And I've seen pictures like this before with lightning striking the Sears Tower, and I've often could have helped but wonder, like, what, like, because there's people inside the Sears Tower, and sometimes
Dr. Frankenstein was in there.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Well, no, what I was actually going to say was like, for those who are inside, like when this happens, like, what the hell happens inside? Like, is it like really loud? Does it vibrate the building? Does it shake the building? I mean, it's got to create some kind of effect for the entire building for at least people to hear or feel. I always wonder that.
Like electricity and stuff might have surged.
Yeah, because like how a lightning rod usually works is when a bolt of lightning strikes one of the lightning rods, there is usually like a channel cord or something, and it transfers the lightning usually all the way down to the ground. That's why a lot of buildings that have these lightning rods are never really damaged, because it strikes. You see that too. The Eiffel Tower in Paris does the same thing.
Yeah. Everything good, Tom?
Yeah. I got to go down and help him out with some stuff.
Oh,
his numbers were a little low tonight.
Okay. I'm just
diabetic too. So
okay, they must have all had shocking personalities.
I know, right?
No, it was the picture I was showing. That's why.
See, it's shocking.
Electricity.
But anyway, so I'm going to go down there and help him out with his stuff. Thank you for having me on, even though we didn't talk as much about the movie as you probably hoped.
Well, regardless,
but that's usually what happens when you bring me on.
We still had a good chat either way.
We branch off.
Hey, regardless, it was a good time, Tom.
Yeah,
and you'll have to join us when we do Friday the 13th or something.
Yes, we are planning to do that soon. We may actually start that next week.
The original.
Yeah, the original. The original, then the second film, third film, and so on.
So the first one is Sans Jason. Pretty much.
Well,
that's
in a way, yes.
Yeah. It's his mom.
It's either that or we talk about Cocaine Bear.
I have not seen that yet, but I intend on seeing it.
All right.
I intend on seeing it.
Tell you what, we'll wait until like everybody sees Cocaine Bear, and then
we'll do that.
There you go.
Hey Nick, maybe we don't have to go to the theater to see it, Nick. I'm pretty sure like I can get I'm pretty sure I can get Cocaine Bear off of like my Amazon account. Like
you definitely can. It's streaming out there.
Streaming it.
Yeah, I saw it streaming.
Although honestly, I still like to see it in theaters because it's it's always better that way. But at this point, it's kind of too late to see it in theaters. So
plus, it's Ray Liotta's last film. I mean,
I know.
It is really.
It is.
Yeah, he died right after.
Oh,
right after.
I didn't know he was dead.
Yeah, he passed away like right after they wrapped up filming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, see, I never got word about that.
Yeah. His last filming. So yeah, you got to watch it.
Yep. So yeah, I think next week we're gonna start with the Friday the 13th franchise because I want to take on another big horror franchise again, just like we did with Nightmare.
I was asking.
Yeah,
I mean Nightmare's better. I'm just saying.
Nightmare's better.
Well, yeah, to some degree.
Freddy.
To some degree, I didn't like Final Nightmare. That one was goofy.
No, and I didn't like the reboot with what's his name, and that was horrible. I've not made it further than a half hour into that movie without falling asleep.
Jackie Earl Haley.
Yeah, that sucked. That sucked bad.
Snell's most favorite movie is a David Bowie masterpiece. I'm trying to. The only movie I could really think of is
favorite
Labyrinth.
That's what I was about to say. Is it Labyrinth?
Dance
Magic. Your favorite?
Labyrinth.
Well, no, it's just that David Bowie's also been in a number of other movies than just Labyrinth. So
yeah, Labyrinth is the first thing I think of. Him with those tight pants and the big bulge in the front. And,
Well, there was also that other movie that he was in the early 70s where he was like an alien, I think. I don't remember what that movie was called, but that was like in the early 70s before he did. This was like almost 15 years before he even did Labyrinth. And did you guys know they actually are trying to make? I'm seriously going to be mad if they do this. They're actually going to try to make a sequel to Labyrinth. Like, how the hell is that even going to work? First off, David Bowie is dead, and then Jennifer. Jennifer
was he the Troll King or something?
Well, no, he was the Goblin King.
King.
And then Jennifer. I always keep forgetting Jennifer's
Connolly?
last name. What's that?
Connolly.
Jennifer Connelly. Like, I don't know how she would play it.
I mean, she doesn't look much different. She's just a
No.
little
She
older,
looks
but
very much the same. She's
yeah.
like
she's one of those
like-
people that never change.
that long black hair that she's got. She's got
That's
it.
me.
Yeah.
That's like you.
Same.
Stardust.
Yeah.
Ziggy Stardust.
Ziggy Star.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
but that was an album. That's
Mm-hmm.
So I want to say this about April Fool's Day. This film is fairly unique because it does something that you almost never see in horror films. It's a horror film where no one dies. No one.
Yeah. It's all pranks.
Every
single one.
It's essentially in some way kind of like a horror movie within a horror movie, because it's like or maybe almost more like a documentary, if you will, because it's like or really a prank film, I would probably put it, because you're under the belief that it's just another slasher film, but in fact it's really not. They
were all just test subjects for her murder mystery.
I was trying to think of the right word. You're under the impression that it's like another slasher film, but it's like it's all staged to begin with, much like as most movies would be. It's a gotcha movie, Jeremy.
But even knowing what we said here and knowing the outcome and stuff, still go watch it, because it will still entertain you very much.
It's still funny in those parts once you know.
I heard about
Muffy. Because Muffy was setting up that elaborate prank as like a sort of a practice for when she turns like that mansion into a country inn to have like a murder mystery weekend, like kind of a
like a whodunit.
That's when the old guy's like, I didn't know I was a good actor. I mean,
and I like how they just revealed that the guy who was injured in the water, Buck, that turns out he was a makeup artist, and like that whole thing, that injury on his face was makeup, and he also created the severed heads that they found in the well.
Yep. Based on pictures.
Pictures, yeah. So that's what I think what's so fun about that movie is that it's literally like essentially, like I said, it's basically how you're seeing with a movie itself. It's like you're seeing basically like how a movie's made in some way, and it's all like being filmed at the same time. They're making a Harry Potter reboot series.
They can do that all they want, because I didn't like the original anyway, so I don't care.
My mom said at one point, because surprisingly, I haven't seen all the Harry Potter movies. I've only seen a few of them, but
one.
Yeah, I've seen I think only 3 of them. But my mom once said, after they're done with the series, in 10 years, they're probably going to make like a remake or a reboot, and she was absolutely right. Because now they're saying there's this reboot.
But they're making, I mean, according to what they say online, they're making reboots to so many different things that we just never see come to pass.
Well,
I mean, how long have we been waiting on Beetlejuice 2? I mean, they've been talking about it for over 10 years online.
Well, and if you kind of think about it, this Harry Potter, jeez.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, what the?
My Harry wants to potty.
There actually was, there actually was a comic book series that they called Harry Potter. I'm not even joking, but no, what I was gonna say was, if they're gonna do this reboot of Harry Potter, this is just how I see it, because they sometimes do this with some movies and shows. This supposed reboot, it's really probably going to be more of a remake, because as we all know, of course, Harry Potter was made out in the UK. They're probably making a Americanized version of it.
And no matter what they do, it's not gonna do as well. It's gonna suck. They're gonna do one and then it'll be gone.
Yeah, basically everyone's gonna prefer the original.
Same thing's gonna happen to Gremlins when they do that reboot. It's gonna be one and done. I mean, unless they have Howie in there, unless they have the original looking puppets and stuff like that, it's not gonna do well. It's
nobody's
and I don't want to see with things like that. Like I said, I don't want to see a reboot. I want to see a continuation after all these years, not a reboot. I don't want to see the story redone. I want to see that same town, the same town that they used to film Back to the Future, which is where Gremlins was filmed. Like, you can actually see the clock tower in Gremlins, like when they're going around at night. with the snow and everything. It's the same Universal Studios town. I want to see it done there. And I don't want to see characters brought back that were dead or anything like that. And
nobody's going to want to see, like, if they're going to like make this like an Americanized like reboot of Harry. Nobody's going to want to watch the American one because everyone's going to say it. No one does it better than Daniel Radcliffe does.
It's going to be a redneck. Hi, I'm Harry Potter.
Oh my God.
Leviosa.
Guardian Leviosa, boy.
Upper.
There was like shotguns or something for it.
Fucking the redhead kids in the corner with the banjo.
They had like the buck teeth, like kind of deliberate, like playing the dueling banjos.
Have you guys seen Return to Oz? It's Return to Oz.
Nope.
It's like not, no.
Leviosa, lift her upper.
Here, my guardian Leviosa there, boy.
Started sounding like Joe Biden there a little bit.
No, but I don't know about sound by Joe Biden, but I can sound like Donald Trump. I was like imitating Donald Trump on Xbox Live.
Listen, I want to tell you right now, it's going to be great. You're going to love it. It's going to be awesome.
like when me and my buddy, when we were all like downtown looking at Trump Tower, I was just like, yeah, that's right, that's Trump Tower. There's my tower in all its glory. Okay, plenty rooms available. Less looking, more booking, please. Thank you.
And in Atlantic City, I sold mine to the Hard Rock Cafe, and now it's the Hard Rock Hotel, but it's still Trump Tower. I see it. You know, it looks the same. All the rooms are the same. It's great. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, believe it or not, if you guys didn't know, we actually do have a Trump Tower here in Chicago. So
we do.
Yeah, they had one in Atlantic City too, but
yeah, and then
now it's the Hard Rock Hotel.
Well, and also too the Trump Tower in New York with the arraignment that went on earlier.
Well, he still has the one in New York though, right?
Yeah, well,
he
did, yeah. It's still not over yet. That's still going.
No, that's going on and on.
That's just,
it'll be he's being arrested. No, he's not. Yes, he is. No, he's not.
Yeah, it's just gonna.
I don't watch the news. I can't.
I don't watch it either as much.
Either. It's too upsetting.
Too much
to use their own words. It's a bunch of rhetoric and stuff. Yeah, because they like to use that word a lot. Like,
you know what I would usually do if because my dad watches it a lot. If he's watching the news and it's something I don't really want to, I mean, unless like an actual historic moment, like something interesting,
right?
Because he usually watches CNN. Ugh. What I'll do is I know it's not always the best, but I will say this though, if it's something I'm not interested in, I'll just go on my phone, go right on YouTube and watch This Is Tom's World.
Right? At least that's non-political, you know?
Yes, indeed.
There you go.
Get away from
anything on there.
This is Tom's World.
Yeah, I don't get political on my channel either. You know, that's
yeah.
There's certain things I don't do. I don't get political. I don't trespass because I explore and stuff like that. Like I mean, I don't. There's certain things I don't do.
Yeah, me on my channel, I don't talk about I don't talk about campaigns. I'm not going to reveal which political group I'm with. So, not going to.
I might do impressions of people. You know, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what side they're on, what side of the aisle they're on. If I can do an impression of them, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I'm not,
you know.
Like I said, not going to say what my political party is. So, yeah.
Like when I do like George H.W. Bush, that impression is actually like doing an impression of Dana Carvey's impression of George. You know, like not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. I'm not gonna eat the broccoli. They want me to eat the broccoli. I'm not gonna eat the broccoli.
Nice.
You know, just like with his son too. You know, I mean, who throws a shoe?
Shoe?
You don't remember that?
Austin Powers.
George W. Bush, like somebody threw a shoe at him in a meeting.
I
mean, who throws a shoe?
Right,
Miller Genuine Draft. That's an adult beverage right there.
Family guy. I think this is gonna be our stopping point for tonight. Because I know Tom, you gotta like.
Yeah, I do, and we can go on for hours. So,
you guys wanted to see a quick tour of the basement because, like, I know you guys wanted to see that beforehand.
You want to see
before you give your quick tour of the basement? I'm going to go down there and help Dad before he gets pissed off at me.
because
Okay.
remember
I
it's the
told you.
last time I'm doing this for a while.
Oh, well, I'll watch the replay.
All right, so I'm gonna put on solo layout. I'm gonna take you guys with me. So, as you guys can kind of see around, like some of the lights over here, trying to also duck down so I don't get the ears hitting the lights. All right, damn it. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so here's the full view right here for you guys.
Whoa. So, yeah, flashing lights. That's good for any epileptics who are watching.
Take a look over here. Always on my display right.
Oh, wait, Tom signed off?
What's that?
Oh, Tom signed off?
He may have.
Oh,
He might have because he
damn,
said he had to jump off.
Oh, man, I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to him. I didn't know he was signing off right now.
He might come back. You never know. And of course, got the table decorated. Then you guys want to see Jack?
Yep.
Sure.
All right. Hang on one second.
Bunny Jack.
All right. So Jack doesn't have as much features this time, but here's what he looks like this time.
Oh, nice.
Zero those rabbit ears, of course.
Like his basket.
Yeah, and there actually are eggs in it.
Oh, sweet.
So this will be his last time dressed up before I take him back.
Awesome. Why did Nick's lights remind him of Stranger Things?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Nice Guy said that your lights remind him of Stranger Things.
Hold on.
Twinkle lights.
Oh, I get it. I'm trying to think. What does he mean by that? I'm thinking, no way. You know what? I remember now.
I was about to say, don't
Lights
tell me.
on the wall.
I was about to say, do not tell me you're that far behind on the series.
No, I I know exactly what he's talking about. So
Yeah, because you're like behind enough as is. You got 3 whole seasons to get caught up on.
I know, but I've been so busy with so many projects lately that
Me too. I'm gonna do that too. I only have season 1 done. Oops.
Oh well, that makes 2 of us then, because I'm
Yeah.
just as behind as you are, Jill.
I know about the lights though.
So
What about like? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I know. I was just gonna say that's the last time I'm gonna be doing that for a while. Next time I'll be doing something like this in the basement, decorate like this, and won't be until 4th of July. Yeah, so it'll be a while. Same with Jack, of course, too. Stranger Things.
Yeah.
You can still leave your lights up.
Which lights?
The ones above you.
These are the Easter lights.
Like twinkling lights, just like Stranger Things.
I wish I did have something like that.
You can communicate with people in the Upside Down with it.
Yeah, they'll use the lights to talk to you.
Yeah.
I could imagine if that was like a new paranormal tool. Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. So yeah.
I was gonna ask you if you guys wanted to cover at all like Cabin Fever for spring break or anything like that.
Oh, Cabin Fever. I have no issue with that, but that movie, I'm telling you right now, scared the absolute shit out of me. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I saw it back when I was in high school, and I didn't want to date anybody for like 3, especially kiss a girl. Almost like 3 weeks after watching that movie for the first time. Man. Scared the hell out of me when I saw that. Only good thing I'm just gonna say is I'm just glad my dad was watching it with me that night, because I don't know if I could have handled that on my own.
Oh man. Yeah, well, that's gonna be maybe next year.
Yeah.
Next year?
For spring break.
That's right. Yeah, spring break is already over. Well,
yeah. Spring break is already like passed though, you know?
Yeah, but
we're on it right now for us.
There's what?
We're on it right now until like right after Easter till Monday.
Yeah, so
that's what I was going to say. Is that
So yeah,
no,
we may have to say that next year.
What I was going to say was, however, there's some other areas that haven't had their spring break yet.
Yep. And Mr. Nice Guy says, yeah, the rebooted. Yeah, I saw that reboot. That reboot freaking sucks.
You know, I figured it wasn't. See, that's exactly what we were saying just a few minutes ago about these reboots they make.
Yeah. Man, whoever.
And I heard they don't have as good actors like when Ryder Strong was in it.
Whoever makes these reboots needs to get the boot.
Yeah. Reboot. No, I'm not going to go.
Needs to get a boot.
Well, I was going to say something, but I didn't want to go that direction.
It's like they do a reboot, and it's like just so you can have a comparison of which is better, which sucked. But I'm hoping like the reboot of The Crow that's in post-production will be good.
I didn't even know there was a
replacement. Yeah. Bill Skarsgård is supposed to play him.
Really, Bill Skarsgård.
Mm-hmm. It's in post-production.
Pennywise, Bill Skarsgård. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, we gotta end this here.
Yeah. As usual, just before we get off, I'll be back on tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully, depending on the weather. I can't say for sure exactly what the weather's going to be like, because, like I said, there is a continuous threat of severe weather as well as possible floods and tornadoes. I'm actually more concerned if it happens later in the night. So hopefully we'll still be standing tomorrow, but it won't be over just yet. Jeremy, I know you've been watching. Like I said, I'm keeping an eye on things. If anything affects us and heads towards your direction, I'll definitely let you guys know. But hopefully, if things are still staying tomorrow, I'll be on tomorrow for Nick Files. I'm going to finish up the presentation of Penhurst State and State School and Hospital, and also officially get back to continue with part 2 of Athens, Ohio. Thursday to the Gravenback. Unfortunately, I will not be on that show because I do have a doctor's appointment. It's literally going to be at the same time that To the Gravenback are going to be running, so it'll just be Lois and Rosie running, which, in case you guys ask, it's nothing major or anything. It's just a simple checkup. I always have these checkups every once a year. So, and then, of course, Supernatural Talk on Thursday. We're going to be interviewing Len Dorman, who actually used to be someone that used to be part of the old paranormal team I used to be a part of. So it'll definitely be great chatting with him again. And then finally on Friday with the Frighteners. Oh man, I don't remember what it was going to be, but I think they were going to. Oh wait, I think they were going to do something about. No, I can't remember what it was, but we'll be on Friday. We'll also be on Frighteners 2 on Friday. So again, number of things coming up, but first things first more than anything else. And like I said, Don, I suggest you do the same since you just live about 20 minutes away from me. Is definitely keep an eye on the forecast because it could get pretty. There's always a possibility that it could get pretty ugly later tonight and tomorrow. If that's the case, like I am now, Don, affects your area too. I definitely would recommend that if things get bad, you definitely immediately should seek some shelter, even before the storm hits. So
yeah, it's supposed to rain all night and into most of the morning, according to my watch.
Yeah, so far we haven't had any watches or warnings yet. I mean, we did earlier with a severe thunderstorm watch, but it didn't really come out as bad as I thought it was. But they're still saying it could still get pretty ugly later tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, and there, Tom is saying, sorry I had to jet out so quick. My dad was calling me again. Hey, no, Tom, I totally understand. Hey, you got,
no big deal, Tom.
Hey, your dad's more important
than you on.
Yeah,
we'll have you back on this again soon.
Yeah, I was supposed to say your dad's more important. If you got to take care of him, please do. And it was great to have you on here, man. It was great to have you on. We'll hopefully, and we're looking forward to have you on next week for when we go talk about Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and there were a couple of questions here. Hang on. Don, are you sick and tired of reboots and remakes? To some degree. I mean, there is still potential for some reboots, like Wednesday. That I was feeling like slightly skeptical about them bringing back the Addams Family again, but this take on it was actually efficient, highly efficient. I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was amazing. But let's see. As Aaron Traven, if you watched The Crow, yes, I did. I saw it when I was in high school. Yeah, Crow reboot. Hope it's better than the sequels, but I can't guarantee that it will be on par with this, the original classic.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a toughie.
Yep.
Yes, it will be.
And we got one more question here for you, Don, also from Billy.
Oh, the same question.
That's the same one.
It's the same one. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Tom said, awesome. All right. Yeah. Hey, looking forward to have you on here next week, Tom.
We'll keep everybody posted eventually too, of how things are going to look for tonight. Because again, I'm not sure what the outcomes are going to be with the severe weather. So as usual, we just got to stay safe and just be definitely be prepared for disaster if things start getting ugly.
Or you can do like a storm chaser live to let us know your update.
Yep.
I'm actually going to try to do a video. I mean, I will try to film, of course, at the same time, though. Like what I always do, too, is if things start getting a little too close, especially with lightning, that's when I will eventually end things because I don't want to risk myself when things get too dangerous. But also, if tornado sirens start going off, then best thing to do is shut it off and head for the basement. It's just not worth the risk at that point.
Oh, Tom, you're friends with the girl from the original Crow?
I remember he mentioned that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the actress who played Sarah, right? Yeah, I'm trying to remember her name. It's been like I'm trying to remember if I've seen her in anything else aside from that.
Billy, he's already doing that with Wednesday.
Let's see.
He's asking, can you see Tim Burton doing Addams Family? He's already doing that with Wednesday.
Wednesday, check it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see. Rochelle Davis. Is that who you're
Rochelle.
talking?
That's what he said.
Oh, here. Oh, Rochelle Davis. Yeah, I just looked up her name. So, wow.
Yeah, there is a Crow. It's in post-production.
Yeah, and the original will always be like a one of the reasons the original is like a memorable, like amazing film, but also the tragic history of it. With Brandon Lee's on-set death that occurred when they were finishing up production. You know, like, man, that's like one of the most shocking things I ever heard as far as people making movies. You know, and 28 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
the whole scalp just tingled.
Yeah.
Yeah, like yeah, like that movie was like dedicated to his memory. You know, like something. I was just appalled. I could hardly believe something like that could happen on production.
Right. Yeah. You know what? Tom just brought up. Sorry, saw the tragedy of what happened to Brandon.
Oh, she was there when it happened.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what he means by it.
Oh, Jesus.
Will
you do a Crow on the podcast? I don't know. I mean, I don't think The Crow is technically a horror film.
Maybe because he's like, with it's kind of like that, like an afterlife kind of thing, revenge.
Maybe we'll think about it. We'll think about
it. Give it some thought. It's just one of those things I would probably say like only time would tell.
Yes, we'll think about it. Yeah, we're gonna have to end this here. So hope you guys thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you, Tom, for joining us on this. And we'll be glad to have you again. We'll be happy to have you on next week with us as well. So have a good night, and everybody who's dealing with this weather, stay safe out there.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, everyone. Thank you.
Yes, happy Easter. Good night.